Hey, Becky Guyor here. I am doing a training today to help you know what to expect. What's normal, what's average, what can you can expect in this business, and how to help you get the right mindset. How to get your mind and your heart all set so that you can succeed and have the best chance of succeeding. Why am I making this video? The reason I'm doing it is because in this industry, many people start and quit. And they quit because they say, oh, this just isn't working for me, when in reality, it's going just as it's supposed to go. They just don't know it. So they don't have the perspective and then they quit. So I'm just going to tell you, please don't quit until you have tried this for quite a while, because I'm going to give you some tips. And the very first tip is that the recipe for success is basically consistency over time. Do it enough. Do it enough times and do it long enough so that you can see some success. Give it a year, you all, because most people overestimate what they can do in a month and they underestimate what you can do in a year. So I want to tell you that yes, there are people that get to the top of the company in a couple of months, but it's pretty normal to get to the top of the company in a couple of years. We have both. So please keep at it. Don't think that it's not going well because if you're doing the activities and you're getting a little bit of success as you go, that's the recipe. You're doing great. Hang in there. Number two, my tip is that it's usually a 3-month cycle, I find. Most people, when they're introduced to the idea of a new product like these patches, they have to get their mind around it. They have to warm up to the idea, think about it, see how it fit them. And in about 3 months, if they've had about 7 exposures or so to it, you've sent them some links, etc., then usually people will say, hey, I think I'm ready for this. Tell me more. Or that's normal. So 3 months. But guys, I've had people jump in 3 days. That's also normal. So it's all in between there. Just don't think that everything is supposed to be going right every single time. Do you guys have a lot of people that start with silver? Yeah, we have people that start with silver and an auto ship. That's our goal. But we have a lot of people that start with a bronze. No problem. Just go up as you go. I've also had people that start with a diamond. So it's all different. And you just have to know that good or bad or in between, just keep going. All right, number 3. Okay, here's an interesting fact I learned. Did you know that on average, they've studied this, that when someone has a funeral, there's only about 10 people that will actually cry at your funeral because they're so connected to you. So that means all the other people in our lives the hundreds of people we know, they may not even show up. And so I want you to just get a perspective that when people, if they kind of ghost you, or if they're not getting back, or even if they have kind of a negative way to look at what you're doing, or just know that says more about them than it does about you. And they just don't know yet what you know. If they knew what these patches did, they would be knocking on your door. So I just want you to know that sometimes you get that really hard to take response, but a lot of times you've probably experienced this. People are saying, thank you so much. I'm so grateful that you shared this with me because now I don't have pain, or whatever the situation is. It's wonderful. What a blessing. Keep in mind, people are busy also. They have you on their to-do list, but you're like number 10. You're not priority. They don't know what this is. So keep that in perspective and keep going, politely persistent. Lastly, we know the tools work. We know the system works because thousands of people before us have all done it and succeeded, right? And we know that if anyone does some work and sends out the tools and uses the system, that they can do this. Anyone can do it. You don't even have to know much about science. You could just use the tools. Well, what's the difference in somebody that succeeds or doesn't succeed? The difference is you. And that is, you are what they're buying, because you are the gateway to them even looking at it in the first place. You want to be positive and friendly and have belief in your voice. If you need to jump up and down before you talk to them, go right ahead. I did before I made this call and with this video. So my point to you is, be the best you that you can be, because people are super attracted to that. They want to go, I want what she's having, right? So let your passion be what stirs you on. Let it be the thing that helps you make those choices on a daily consistency. You have a choice every day. It's easy to reach out, text, or call to someone. It's easy not to, right? Easy to do, easy not to do. In the long run, over time, if you've done little ones every day along the way, you will be so celebrating what your success is over time because you've done the recipe. Consistent work over time, following the system, using the tools. But if you don't make those choices on a daily basis and you say, well, I need to do this first, I need to do that first, or I can't, or I don't know what to say, and you just don't do it and you procrastinate and you put it off, it's easy not to do it. Do it tomorrow, right? But in a year from now, you may regret it. You may regret where you are because you're no further than you are right now. All I have to tell you is jump in. You're going to have some great things and you're going to have some things that will grow you as a person, and it's all good. Go do it. We're so proud of you for taking the leap into this. I know you can do it. Keep us updated on how you're doing. Take care.